Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a quick discussion here about what happened last week within Sullivan family circles, right? There was a bit of a storm brewing because the lovely Zoe Sullivan, as lovely as she ever is, did not bother to attend her children's assembly, which was very important to them, and I want to discuss why that might have been. So before we do so, please head on over to my my merch store. Christmas merch now available. Finally, the Raccoon Christmas merch line has been launched. It is the long-awaited The True Crime Is Not Believing collection, so you can get it all manner of merch, including hoodies, t-shirts, notepads, and even actual Christmas ornaments for your Christmas tree this year. So head on over to the merch store, link in the description box below. Your support is much appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's get right back into the video. So as I mentioned, Zoe and Ben's kids had an assembly. It was a twins assembly, very important to them, but Ben got to go and he took Joseph with him.
Hey guys, it's way after lunch now, so it's actually about 1:45 in the afternoon, isn't it, Joseph?
Yeah.
So we are on our way to watch Leah and Erin in their assembly, aren't we? Yeah?
Yeah.
The weather's beautiful today. It's absolutely stunning. We have a quiet morning, to be honest. Just caught up with some social media and some comments and some bits and bobs like that. Nothing too exciting happening, but it was all kicking off this afternoon, really, with the assembly and then obviously the Friday afternoon stuff, football and everything. But I have to say that Leah and Erin are going to be they're really brave today, bless them. They're not that keen on they're not that keen in standing up in front of people and talking. They don't mind being on camera, they don't mind doing YouTube, and they don't mind making their own videos. But when it comes to actually, isn't that weird, isn't it? When you think of it that way. I mean, I could be talking to 5,000 people, 6,000 people, but when you stand up in front of, say, 100 people, it's a lot different, isn't it? It's a real life skill. It's really difficult. It takes a lot of bravery, and they were a little bit apprehensive this morning on the way to school. So,
well done, Leah and Erin, is what I say. Very brave of them to do this. But the fact that they were so nervous doing it, wouldn't you have thought that they would love both of their parents to join them? Wouldn't they have loved the support of both the mum and dad? And moreover, wouldn't you have thought that mum and dad would want to see their kids in an assembly? I, for one, would hate to have missed my children's assembly like that. It would have killed me. So I can't understand why it was just Ben that was popping along.
what I'm going to do, I've said to them, after school, when it's all finished and we're going on our sweetie run, they can have some, you know, when Erin is always going for the more expensive sweets, I said to them they could choose something a bit more expensive today for being really brave. Yeah, something like that, because they will have been really brave, bless them. And it's hard, isn't it, memorising lines and speaking lines in front of people. I remember, like, when I used to have to give a brief or something at work and in the Air Force, and it's tough in front of people, you know, it's a real life skill. Whereas I'm quite relaxed doing this now, chatting on video. It's like completely different. And you know what? I probably would be better now at standing up in front of people and having a chin wag. I probably would be a lot better at doing it now. You just get a bit more confident, don't you? You have to. It's all about confidence. So we're literally just making our way to the school now to go and watch the assembly and see what it's all about. I know it's about senses, and Erin's doing a big thing on hearing, so it's a huge deal for her, you know, about hearing loss and that kind of stuff. So we're looking forward to it, aren't we, Joseph?
Yeah.
Yeah. And while we're doing that, Zoe's going to go off to pick Isabel up from college. She's taking Flo with her. And I think she's going to have a bit of a chat with you as well. So let's get on with the afternoon, shall we, and see what happens?
So speaking of the ever lovely Zoe, who couldn't be bothered to attend her kids' assembly, right? She put this up on Facebook. She said, Thursday was a day filled with appointments and being in and out and here and there and everywhere, and yesterday the twins had their assembly at school, which they weren't nervous for but did great. How do you know they did great? Eh? How do you know? You weren't there. Parents were allowed to go and watch, so Ben went along with Joseph and I stayed at home with a poorly Flo. They finished off the day with Sweety Friday and Friday Night Football for Toby and Agnes. So Zoe stayed home with Flo, who was ill, apparently. Was she ill? 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 Or could you not have gone along and taken Flo with you, because apparently kids could go along, right? Joseph went along to give support to his sisters. Ben reluctantly went along, obviously, but did Zoe? No, Zoe didn't, because apparently Flo was ill and had to stay at home.
Okay guys, that is Agnes dropped off to football. Can I just say, what an amazing job Erin and Leah did with their assembly. It was so good, honestly. It was really good. You were really brave. You stood up and said all of your lines, didn't you? Yeah? So high five to you.
I had my lines on the back of my poster.
Yeah, did you? Oh, right, okay. She did have the lines on the back of her poster, that's fine. Joseph was there as well. He was sat on my lap. Yeah? Stinks?
I didn't have my lines.
There's a bit of a whiff as we're walking down the road.
I didn't have my lines. I just remembered them.
Okay, so Zoe's popped out a minute to go and get Isabel from college.
Zoe's off to collect Isabel from college. But guess what? Guess what, guys? Guess what? Guess who is with Ben walking down the street? That's right. It's the very, very poorly Flo, who couldn't go out earlier to go to the assembly because she was ill. But now she's not. She's well enough to be walking down the street, you know, with Ben coming home from school. But there you go. Why on God's name could Zoe not have taken Flo to the assembly? Is it just another excuse for Zoe not to go out the house, not to support her kids on a consistent basis? What do you reckon? Do you reckon that's the case, or do you reckon there's more to it? I don't really know. Personally speaking, right, because they're using Isabelles College as an excuse as well, I'm thinking that maybe Isabel could have maybe made her own way back from college for once, for just a change, or maybe waited a little bit longer. And then, who is it that can also drive these days? Who's the one that can drive? One of them passed the test recently. Can't remember which one. The older one. Is that Isabel? Fuck knows. I'm sure one of them can drive anyway. But the point is, there's enough people around. There's enough of you to try and support each other. I think that Zoe and Ben should have gone to this assembly to support their twins together. Their twins would have appreciated it and will remember it. They'll remember that Mum didn't attend that, you know.
We're just about to go to the shop because it's Sweety Friday. That is really bright, isn't it?
And we get to have whatever we want.
You get to have whatever you want to a point.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's so expensive.
You're not having a box of milk tray, or you're not having a 20-kilogram bar of chocolate. Yeah? You'll still get a bag of sweets, but it'll be something a bit different and something that you've probably nagged for in the past, yeah? But they did so good, guys, honestly. It was a really good... You can have Kinders.
Yeah, but you can't have Kinders today.
You can have Kinders.
Sorry.
It was a really good assembly. They did a smashing job.
It was about the 5 senses.
It was about the 5 senses. And Erin did all that hearing. It was really good.
Finger.
What did you do again? Smell?
Look at my
Smell.
finger.
What's the matter with your finger?
And
Oh dear.
there's this boy in my class that had a picture of a dog
Yeah.
that can smell bullets.
It's an no, there was an aardvark, wasn't there? Then there was a St Bernard.
And it was a dog that can smell people under the snow.
Can smell people under the snow.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Should we go to the shop and choose some sweeties then?
Yes!
That's.
So yeah, what do you reckon of this situation? Let me know in the comments down below what you think, whether or not you think Ben and Zoe should have both attended the big assembly that they had that day. Or do you reckon that they were in their rights just to share the responsibilities? I mean, I'm all for sharing responsibilities and things like that. But when it comes to very, very important things, which is this, right? Make no mistake about it. This is one of the most important things that you need to prioritize in a child's life, right? Because your children will remember whether mum or dad were there for you at certain times of your life, you know. This is one of the times that you need to support them and need to be there for them. So let me know what your opinions are in the comments down below. Would you have done the same thing as Ben and Zoe, or would you have dropped everything to attend an assembly for your kids? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Head on over to my Instagram if you want to get more information about anything over there. It's at the Raccoon XX, and subscribe to that. That's a new channel, by the way, new account, etc. Replacing my old account. So if you were subscribed to the old account, it's no longer valid. Go over to my new one and subscribe there. Until next time, guys, have a brilliant day. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye.